Hi, Dr. Chris Thomas here. I'm going to do this short video today because I want to recap some of the videos and bring them into one, especially along the lines of, yes, Anthony Tuff-Twinford is in fact my biological dad. And also the fact is people want to say, how can I say about my family that I grew up with? I'm going to show you once again how they threw me to the wolves, threw me under the bus. So let me start right now, all right? So, yes, Tony is my dad. Not only did government, people in the criminal world, people organized crime, whatever it is that you want to call it, okay, came and approached me, told me that he was my dad. Now listen, 2017, I did not know that he was my biological dad or that Ralph Perley Lucchese was my grandfather. I didn't find any of this out until 2021. 2017, didn't know any of this, okay? These people telling me this while Tony was alive, they would have been dealt with. 100%, okay? Me saying this, even though he is deceased, I would be dealt with. So right there, kind of telling me. And also, my late mom, while she was alive, I asked her, no offense, but I should know who she had relations with, and she said it was him. And I've asked Tony, he said, so I mean, there's no qualms there, so let's just move on, okay? So now let's talk about the whole deception of everything. All right, so this we'll talk about the contracts, everything, how shows you that how government here and my family just threw me under the bus. All right, so this goes to a special thanks out to Curtis Lamont, aka Charlie Brown, coke dealer turned government informant. He was the one that specified that the Gambino, that 2017 they got out of prison, he wanted his money. And he didn't care how he got it, he wanted his money. Now let me be very specific about these Gambinos in Arizona. I don't care where they go on VH1, YouTube, podcast. They are not good. They lie. They have their code is they have no code at all. And let me explain. The Gambinos out here, along with the Mormons that work with them, and Donald Trump, okay, they do nothing more than want to destroy bloodlines. Okay, that's all they do, and I'm going to explain. And the Gambinos out here have another code. See, like myself, if you have family that's in the mafia and does them wrong, they don't care like me if you're straight as narrow. They are coming after you. They lie in all their social media, say how they're about respect and all. No. They came after me, okay? And I'll tell you why. You see, my stepdad, Chris Piccarelli, and his biologist son, Brendan Piccarelli, stole from the Gambinos. Why? Because they are Gambinos. Oh, yes, my name is Thomas because in 2011, I changed the name. This is not about my stepdad, it's about me and my family. He's a narcissist, didn't get along, so I just changed the name. So let's just move on from there for now, okay? So they stole money and they blamed me. Yes, my family blamed me. Now listen, the Gambinos really knew that I didn't take the money, but it was an excuse to destroy a bloodline. Now, this is not even my Vatican bloodline at this point. This is my Genovese Lucchese bloodline. You see, they knew, I didn't know in 2017 that Tony was my dad. So he's a Federici Genovese, okay? My mom's a Perna from Queens, all right? Her dad, so my biological grandfather, was Ralph Perna from Lucchese a couple years ago. So I didn't know this at all either. So the Gambinos love to destroy bloodlines like the Mormons and Trump. Okay, so they came at me. They knew what me was still the money. They want to destroy the Federici Genovese and the Perna Lucchese bloodline. That's really what that was about. They don't think I understand that, but yeah, I get it. That's what it was about. Now, let's bring Trump into the equation. My biological dad, Tony, and Trump did not get along. I mentioned that in the previous video, they had bad blood. I won't talk about it in this video because it'll just take a little too much time. But let me just tell you the stuff that my dad, Tony, knew about Trump. No pun intended, but pun intended. It even trumps the whole Bubba story. So let's just give it like that for a minute, okay? And Trump is very spiteful, very vindictive, and he will stop at nothing to destroy anybody. And as you can see right now. So, back then, 2017, being that he could never go after Tony because of the Vatican bloodline, different bloodline, the Vatican bloodline, Trump devised a plan to give me 25 to life, which I said in previous videos. So he wasted your taxpayers' dollars for 2 years. I had feds all lip and alive trying to give me 25 to life. Seriously. I never told you the end result because I was told, because I do have contacts at the Vatican, and we go back and forth, and they tell me when to release. Now, I know why I'm releasing it now, so just hear me out. They wanted to give me, he wanted 25 to life for changing VIN numbers trafficking and smuggling things. Yeah, I'm the doctor. My late stepdad and his biological son, they're mechanics. They have access to car parts and VIN numbers, not I. So there you can see right there, he's working with the Gambinos to put an innocent man in jail. Point blank. When I was clean as a whistle, which I am, he turned his back and let the Gambinos put the contract on me. Now here's where it gets kind of interesting. If you watch John Wick, it's kind of a lot of truth. There are ancient bloodline rules, just like John Wick. I didn't make them up, okay? And my bloodline being not the, but one of the oldest Vatican up to the Davos group, there are rules. And the Gambinos in Arizona, with the Mormons out here, and Trump don't abide by any ancient rules. So you guys say, well, you're just one person. Because of my bloodline, and you let them do this, now they're going to try to see how far they can go, which he is now. So, okay, my dad Tony, when the contract went out, because of like when that guy came in 2017, my dad Tony wasn't dumb, okay? He wrote the check for $5.3 million for various reasons, okay? Yes, it is trackable, okay? So that's why I did it, but there's a bigger reason of the whole bloodline thing. So I'm going to stop for a second and see, really stop. Okay, when you have the bloodline, as I have, you're not supposed to touch that bloodline, even if you're not doing any affiliation. You have a bloodline, you're supposed to be left alone. Those are the rules, actually. But the Mormons and Trump and the Gambinos in Arizona don't abide by those rules. So communicating with the Vatican, they told me these two rules. I'll tell you this one right now. The other one's even more serious. This one, they say, just tell them who you are. I exposed who I am on YouTube, told them I know Tony's dad. I told them about the Vatican. They were supposed to stop, okay? Well, this is the funny thing. You see, I do this. Tony passes away, and the Mormons and the Gambinos under orders of Trump, they pull me out of all my investments here. But now I told you who I am, so by default, in the rules, you're supposed to stop. Well, they didn't. The Gambinos up the empty, and they hacked in this computer system, stole our patients, threatened our patients, racketeered more. The Mormons, in the order for Trump, they actually freeze my bank account once in a while, so my bills are late. They did not stop once I went public that I told them who I am, which is the Vatican got annoyed. That is a direct violation of the bloodline code. The next one goes even further. You see, upon the man that put the contract on me, whose sister came out of prison, and everybody followed lock and step, I will say this, see, that was an unsanctioned contract. So I hope that the Gambinos out here and the Mormons who follow them and Trump all really pay attention. You see, my bloodline is Vatican. The Vatican never cleared the contract on me that Gambino wanted so badly and put him to do away with me. It was absolutely never cleared. So Tony wrote the check to not only on the illegal government side to be traced, he knew on the underworld, on the criminal side, everyone had a piece in that illegal contract would be connected to it. That's why he did it. He wasn't dumb. See, they're violating rules. Say, we're just one man. They're violating a rule of an ancient bloodline. The Vatican, like I said, never cleared the contract on me, yet they listened to one man and did it. Very dangerous. But that is the truth, 100%. I don't know what you want me to say. It is what it is, and that's life. With God and through God, the truth always prevails, like it has been when we're talking. I'm Dr. Chris. Check out my website at healthfororganization.com, YouTube channel at Quest of Knowledge 33. Have a wonderful day.